this is just another example of how you try to reboot something or make a sequel of something that's so popular years later, and it's very hard to do. Alright, y'all, so what happened? Coming to America 2 dropped tonight, but I'll be posting this video in the morning. I'm actually filming this around 12 o'clock. I shouldn't talk too late because I know my neighbors are probably like, if this motherfucker don't get off the microphone with his nerd ass. Yeah, Coming to America 2 happened, y'all. And believe it or not, I was really anticipating this movie. I know that when it comes to shit like this, when it comes to sequels to classics that are like years and years apart, there should be little to no expectations. And I try not to have no expectations, but because I love Coming to America and I love Eddie Murphy, he's my favorite comedic actor, I was so rooting for this movie. And plus the momentum that Eddie had coming into this movie after coming off of Dolomite Is My Name, and even the same director, Craig Brewer, and Wesley Snipes is back. I wanted this movie to win so bad, and I still wanted to win. And I'm almost conflicted on how to talk about this because the movie isn't very good. I'm just going to be honest with y'all, man. The movie is not really good, but if I can sum it up, and by the way, I'm going to try to keep this as non-spoiler as possible because I plan on doing a spoiler review, a live spoiler talk on Sunday with some special guests so we can get more into the detail about it. But I'm going to keep this non-spoiler as possible. But if I can sum this movie up, this is almost like watching an award show and your favorite band has a guest spot on there where they perform and you haven't seen them in years, all right? So a band that, say, like 30 years ago was popping, but now when they come on stage, they're older, they're fatter, they don't move the same, the songs don't sound the same, but because of nostalgia, you're just happy to see them. That's Coming to America 2. All right, this is your favorite band that you haven't seen in a long ass time. They come on stage, they do their thing. No, they're not the same, but you're just so damn happy to see them. That's how I felt about this movie. I was happy to see everybody, Eddie, Arsenio, even the characters that they played in the original movie, the barbershop characters, Randy Watson, who looks nothing like Randy Watson from back in when he played him. He actually looked more like Rasputia, but with a Jerry curl wig and like after some weight loss. So damn near everybody's back in this movie, and not only is everybody back, but all the same jokes are back. You know what I mean? So you try to go into this with an open mind of, okay, don't try to compare this to the original one because it is so classic, you're never going to top that. But hopefully we can get some good laughs and some good moments and just have a good time with this. But it's impossible not to compare it to the original just because they recycle all the same jokes. They recycle everything, damn near everything from the original movie is recycled, and none of them hit because we've heard them before. And if you're like me, where you've seen Coming to America over and over and over again, you memorize these jokes. So now that you see them now, there's nothing new or fresh about it. It doesn't work. Now, Craig Brewer is a very good director. He's directed some of my favorite movies, Hustle and Flow, Dolomite Is My Name, even Black Snake Moan with Samuel L. Jackson and Christina Ricci, which was kind of weird, but it was straight. But Craig Brewer is not a comedic actor. And even though Dolomite has some good laughs, but for the most part, it was a serious movie. It was a biopic that has to do with the comedian. He was the right man for the job. But Craig Brewer, he shows his inexperience as a comedic director in this movie because I'm going to say about maybe, out of all the jokes in this movie, I'd say maybe about 20% of them landed. That's a low percentage. 20% to me of the jokes landed in this movie because there were a handful of times where I chuckled, and one time I think I did have a pretty decent laugh. But for the most part, every joke landed flat, and it got to the point where I was kind of cringing. I was like, ugh, oh, that's bad, that's bad. I had quite a few moments like that where I'm like, oh God, And there were sometimes I'm looking at the screen like this. Yeah, y'all. And I gotta say, of everybody in this movie, Leslie Jones to me got on my damn nerves. And nah, I'm not gonna be one of the people that really hate on Leslie Jones because she has enough fucking haters. I think she had to cancel her Instagram because people were like really trolling her and coming after her. Nah, I respect this woman. She's a talented comedian, but in this movie, she felt like the token black person that's in most white movies that they have to have act as black as possible. They took that token black person out of those white movies and put him into a movie with regular black people. So you see the difference between how black people act and the token black person they put in white movies. That was Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones was the token black person in white movies in a black movie with black people acting normal, sort of. Yeah. She was so hood and so ghetto, I was embarrassed. I'm like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And, Linnell praised her, and Linnell praised this movie. Everybody I know involved making this movie was very proud of it. Eddie was proud of this movie. That's another reason why I think I had such kind of high hopes for this, because Eddie really doesn't put a stamp of approval on nothing. It's like, okay, this movie's coming out, watch it, whatever. But this time he's like, listen, I'm proud of this movie. I'm proud of how it turned out. I think people are really going to love this. And you never hear Eddie say that. So the fact that he did say that, I'm like, okay, boom, I'm all in. Oh, God. Yeah, this movie was not too good, y'all. It wasn't. It's disappointing because it's something that I really wanted to like. But it was just cool seeing everybody again. It put a smile on my face to see the original cast. And the fact that it looked like everybody was having so much fun, too, I could appreciate that. So this wasn't a movie where I'm like, okay, this just hurry up and end. No, I watched it from beginning to end, and it was watchable to where I didn't look at my phone or nothing like that, but there was just some really cringeworthy moments, painfully cringeworthy moments, and the story did not work at all. The script was bad. You know what I mean? Okay, I get the concept of a black youth coming up and, not having a father and what the difference a father can make in their lives. Okay, I understand that theme or whatever, but I'm going to get more into that on Sunday when we get into the spoiler talk. But I just feel like the script was just a rehash of the first movie. They just said, okay, let's take every joke that worked in the first movie and put it in this one. And what happens is it has no originality to it. It's just a stale rehash of the first movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, wrapping it up, y'all. Coming to America 2, or I guess Coming to America, almost like Fan Four Stick. I give it a C-, y'all. Only reason I can't give it below a C- because I love everybody in this movie, and they look like they just had a really great time, and I know they're proud of what they did, and I feel like an asshole for not really digging it, but I just gotta call it how I see it, man. This movie was not too good, and if anybody does watch it and be like, okay, I really enjoyed it, good for you, you know what I'm saying? I want this movie to win. As much as I'm not really feeling it, if somebody says, okay, I love this movie, and this movie makes a lot of money, cool, because I'm a big fan of everybody involved. Just for me, the movie didn't work. So C- is what I give for Coming to America 2. Yeah, this is just another example of how you try to reboot something or make a sequel of something that's so popular years later, and it's very hard to do. Only few have been able to achieve it. Cobra Kai's been able to achieve it perfectly. Even though Cobra Kai did a lot of the same things that Coming to America 2 did, but they just did it better. Somehow it just worked. And, Ryan Coogler with Creed, it's possible to do, but it's harder than what it looks like, because when you mess it up, it's this movie. But when you do it right, you get a Creed or a Cobra Kai. All right. So yeah, y'all, what did you guys think about Coming to America 2? Comment freely below. If you like and did the content, hit that like and subscribe, notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.